Okay, so let's continue with our framer template build here. Where we last left off is that I was trying to fix these buttons and hover states in them. So basically I have to kind of go ahead and figure out why this is not transitioning from the large one to the small one. Yeah. Cool. So, okay, a couple of things. First off, here on the node BG, I had set it to -4 on hover, but instead we want it to be, I believe we want it to be actually set to 4. Let's see that in action. We don't even really need to do that. Set it back to what it was. I guess it was in 0. Yeah, 0, 0. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and instead of having, I guess it's probably because of the opacity. Let's test that theory now. So here this is set to secondary dark. It's set to this one. The BG fill is set to this. I'm gonna go ahead and change it to some other crazy color. And let's see what's happening there. Yeah. So it does look like it was an issue with the opacity. So that here, what if we did like, yeah, I'll set it to cream. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, we won't see it. That's the reason. So set it to like dark cream. Now we'll be able to see. Of course, that's not what I want, but yeah, that's why that's happening. All right, cool. So let me think about how we can. For the ones with no BG, actually, I think the only thing I was doing is I just remembered, I think I wasn't transitioning the background. So actually, that's going to be much better. We don't need to do that. Yeah. We'll just have the little icon move there. Nope. No BG. Icon BG. And I'm gonna just reset overrides. That should do it. Let's see. Either that or not even change Yeah, I want to change this color. I'm just gonna do a little button is not set to lights there. Should not be. Yeah. More info. Okay, sweet. Guess I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to. Let's try with the color again. What would it be? For this one, yeah, I'm not gonna add the color. No color, and this should remain the same. I'm gonna maybe scale that up a little bit. Yep. So on hover of the no, never mind, because it's gonna be a whole other issue. Okay, cool. So that's good. That's okay. Ones that are positioned to the left, I think, should all be working now. Just a color problem there. Text color problem as well. Okay, sweet. So let's just go ahead and check the ones on the left. Hover. And let's make sure that we have the right colors set up. Yeah, that's why it's not working. So primary dark. It's crazy that I didn't set that up. Primary dark on hover will just be cream. No BG dark on hover is also cream. Primary light on hover is black. No BG light is gonna be cream. Okay, secondary dark with BG on hover is cream. No BG on hover doesn't change. Perfect. With BG light with BG on hover should be dark, and no BG should not change. I think that should take care of it. Okay, okay, okay. Yep. Oh, how about this one? Primary hover, sorry, secondary. I'm confused. It's secondary, no BG. No, it's a primary, no BG. Yeah, that's the one. Primary, no BG. Very dark, no BG. On hover, text should be set to cream. I think that is it. Yep. Okay. And also the, what is that, primary? Primary light with BG has an issue. Primary light with BG on hover. Text color is supposed to be cream. All right. All the ones that are on the left, that have icons on the left, should be working fine. Amazing. So now that's all taken care of. I'm gonna go ahead and delete the ones that are on the left because I want to make it less cluttered since we've taken care of those. I'll just check the ones with buttons on the right. This one is already gonna, it's like the actual one that I'm gonna use there, so I'm gonna keep it. Okay, this is correct. 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 So only the ones with no BG have issues. So let's start with secondary dark no BG. Okay. Secondary dark no BG. What was the issue again? Sorry. It's moving to the right. And the hover is not happening correctly. Cool. So we're gonna have our right icon, no BG once. Set them all to, set these all to no. Cool, now we can see what's happening. So for the no BG ones, are gonna have it be anchored to the left there. And this should be set to 680%. Oh yeah. So it should be on the right, -15. And nothing here. There we go. Now it's gonna work properly. 680%. Yeah. Cool. As far as our our issue with that extra spacing is all moving to the right because of padding. Oh, that's supposed to happen. Although only when yeah, only when it's primary. Let's think about how we can, yeah, I think that's gonna have to be a property. Let's just reset these real quick because I want to see if the other thing has been fixed. Now I am gonna go ahead and check it out over here. It's okay, it's not the one we're checking. So here, yeah, we have a padding issue, like I said. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and remove those ones that are correct. Also to avoid having any distractions. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna sort of move it here. Oh no, okay. Here, I'm just gonna move this out. Don't really need that to be grouped. So here, those ones we're gonna group. Set them to left, start. Okay. And we're just gonna move this over so we don't have to keep scrolling because that's been annoying me the last few debugging sessions there. Oh, I think I messed up something with the visibility there. God, these fixed widths are everywhere. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. What did I do there? Why is it not showing up properly? So this one is gonna be like yes, BG fill, no. Except that's wrong. Wait a moment. Yeah, if it doesn't have a BG fill. So this one is primary, light. I wonder why it's showing up like this. Let's see, primary light. This is primary light, yes. BG fill, no. Right icon, yes. Primary light. BG fill, no. That is very weird. The secondary is correct. The primary. Oh, okay. So this property is connected in the wrong place. Either that or this makes absolutely no sense. But you know what? Let's do that. Let's detach the instance. Let's look at what's happening from the inside. So okay, I was looking in the wrong place. Apologies for that. It's my fault. So it was on the right, not on the left, aligned one. So here, it's here, inside of there. We have the wrong property, probably assigned to the fill. No. Or this is, there we go. Yeah, that's what it was. Not on hover. Our actually 0, 0, 0 to the left. 100%. Okay, cool. That should do it. Yep, basically that's what was happening. Great, and it fixes it for both, yes. Sorry about that. Got a little bit too deep into something that was definitely me not paying attention on a small detail that makes all the difference. Cool. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just reset it here. Primary light no BG. It's gonna be cream, and there we go. Okay, cool. Back to the task at hand. First of all, this one, primary light no BG on hover, should have the text color not reset. Primary dark, no, sorry, primary dark no BG on hover, the same. Yep. Okay. Oh, no. Actually, no, sorry. That was correct because they're supposed to grow. Cool. Okay. Now, our primary and secondary ones on the right hand side. So let's close that up. The no BG ones should grow based on this 680%. Right icon, no BG. Should do it. Okay, amazing. Remove that. There's probably a bounce value there, which is causing some weird issues. Now, we also have an issue with the icons not moving. So I'm pretty sure this has to be set to, just has to be set to end. Oh, it's this one. Set to end, set to end. That should make the icons move. Amazing. Amazing. Cool. So now the only thing left to do is add the padding as a property. So that we can control it based on whether or not it's a primary or a secondary button. Cool. So the padding is being added here on the no BG both left and right. So this should be a property variable. So it's going to be the padding. I guess just padding is fine. Set it to padding. Yeah, I have to set it on here actually instead. So on here, set variable to padding. Trying to think if there's another way to because I don't have access to primary and secondary there. Okay, so I'm gonna set this in the hover of the other part. So this should be padding. I think this one too. Now here, for hover, our padding will be set to primary no BG will be set to I think it's right 48. Yeah, they should be different actually. So this is left icon, button padding, and this is the right icon, button padding. Okay, cool. So now okay, the right one. It's not taking there. I have to flip it. No. That should fix it. Good. And on hover, so those are our both of them are going to be here. So the primary no BG dark is going to have primary no BG dark on hover. Let's check it. Yeah, that's exactly what it should be, but on only on hover. So primary no BG dark. So right icon equals yes. Then we want the left icon button to be zero, and when it equals no, oh no, yes, we should do it like this. So it's gonna be 12, 48, 12, and 12. When right icon equals yes, when it equals no, it's going to be 12, 12, 12, and 48. I think that should be it. Okay. And now primary node BG. So the left right icon equals yes. Left and right are 0. I basically need the same here, so I think that's it. Let's see. Okay, so primary node BG dark. When for the left icon, when the icon is on the right, okay. Trying to figure this out here. Okay, these are all no BG, that's fine. Primary no BG. The right icon equals yes. We do 12, 48, but left 0. I don't think I need two different properties because I can just use that transform there. Then we're just going to move both of them to this button padding variable here. Okay. Now in our condition here, it's going to be button padding. When right icon equals yes, the button padding is going to be 1248, 12 and 0. Yeah, I think that's it. Except it's flipped, but yes. Should be it. Okay. 0 and 40. Oh, and 48. 48 and 0. Yep. Okay. All right, so what exactly is happening here? Detach. Primary light, issue is there. Mm-hmm. All right, so the padding should be 1248, 12.0 when the icon is on the right. Okay, that one's behaving the right way. Okay, so I just have to change it for the secondary ones. Got it. Did I remove that because it was working, or no? I don't know why it's not there, but that's fine. So the ones on the secondary and primary. So primary right icon. Primary no BG. Oh yeah. I think I forgot to reattach the property. So let's see. No BG. Button padding. And doing it by detaching is definitely the fastest way to get to the issue. Yeah, that's really odd because it is set to right. Right icon, no BG fill right icon. It's a padding flip, right? So it should be like that. No BG fill right icon. Yes. It's a primary. Let me change the default because I think that's what's messing it up here. There we go. That's what was happening. Okay. So I really wish I could just copy that, but it's going to be right icon equals yes, 1248, and then 0, 12048. So set variable to right icon, convert. And yes, 1248, 120. That should do it. Okay. And same thing here on those ones. Right icon, convert. 1248, 120. 1248. 1248, 120, 1248. Okay, now everything should be working fine. Check our hover states. Okay. Oh, this one, it's not a thing. Sorry about that. I think now everything should be working as intended. Yep. Except for this one, on hover we have to adjust. So that's why we created the property in the first place. So primary dark on hover, then it's gonna be instead of 0 will be 12. And 12. I think that should do it. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. Just to be sure, I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate those guys. I'll use to the right because I just want to see if it's growing properly. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. The last thing we want to do is we want to check if there's any bounce on that transition. Anywhere. Interesting, it's always on the left side. I don't know what's causing that bug. Let's do a primary just to check if it happens as well. It's definitely a rendering issue, looks like. Okay, so let's do a primary with background, is what I meant to do earlier. Yeah, okay. We can stop here. Delete this whole thing. And we have our button. It's ready to go. All right. Finally. I'm gonna set this to fit because it's really annoying when you're trying to click, when you're not trying to click something and it activates the button. At least to me. I think it's not a good UX decision. Okay. Beautiful. You're getting that little artifact there on the left. I'm just gonna try one last thing to see if we can get rid of that. And go ahead and set those overflows to hidden instead. And also inside here, maybe why those are conflicting, I don't know. Or maybe those might be conflicting. That might be why it's happening. That's what I meant to say. Doesn't look like it. Let's see here. Overflow a bit visible. No, actually it's happening on a primary. Still hidden clip. Let's just see. Maybe. No. Okay. Looks like a little bug. That's fine. A little bug from Framer, I mean. Yeah, we're pretty much okay with the structure here. I'm just gonna double check where we have the button placed, like check all the pages, and then we're gonna stop this episode right there once I've checked, and we'll continue on the next one. I have to build out this button as well, but that's gonna be much simpler. It's gonna be something I'm gonna do afterwards. So let's just check that everything is behaving the way that it should be. Those, we might want to have a little hover state there, but I'm going to take care of that later. Beautiful. Okay, amazing. And it's good. Check the other pages. Just check this one, but I want her to check one last time. Okay. Collection. Really no buttons there, but we'll see. Couches. Let's preview. Beautiful. About and contact. Oh yeah, let's see about this submit. Ah yeah, cool. It's using the same. That's perfect. Beautiful. Okay. I wonder if it's gonna let me submit a test and show like a success state or something. No? Okay. How about if we go live on the site? Let's see, /contact. Perfect. Validation working. Submit. I guess because this doesn't have a plan, then it won't, but that's fine. Although this one was, yeah. Okay, so maybe something is wrong. Did I not edit the states? Pressed success has joined. Let's see if we can change the icon to a plus or something. But still, it didn't change to joined. Oh, this is supposed to say. Let's change our. Let's add the text variant as a variable because main text. Success text, and here it's the error text. Apparently I had already done that before, but I didn't change it here. So here, message, send message, error has occurred, send message, sent. That's set to be required. Checkbox required, yes. Name, contact form, consent. Starts as unchecked. Focus will be on dark cream. Maybe a dark cream fill as well. Oh no, sorry. Here, dark cream fill or a cream fill. Let's publish that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I don't have an action for this form. Send to email. Maybe that's why. Okay, let's try that. I mean, obviously that's probably why. Okay, let's try that. And with that, we'll wrap up this episode. So, one last time here. I have to change that. Send message. And change this focus state real quick to just be just a dark border with a shadow, maybe, because we do want it to be visible when it's checked as well. Cool. So yeah, that's it. That's where we have our button set up. Those are all the places. On the next one, we're going to continue on building. I'm just going to pretty quickly build out the FAQ and the policies page. And lastly, our blog. And a 404. And then we'll just get into responsiveness and animations and all that good stuff. All right. Thank you for being here. I'll see you on the next episode.